Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about how to actually finish a triangle. So especially as a beginner, it's very common to know about a triangle, see triangles from UFC or your coach, whatever, and you get to the leg up position. All right, so you get to this spot right here. All right, okay, sometimes maybe you even lock your figure four and you're struggling to finish it. Okay, you get to this spot, it's like, this is a triangle, this is meant to be it, and you just can't finish it from here. It's very frustrating, very upsetting. I know it happened to me when I was first starting, okay, but once you have a little bit of knowledge of how it actually works, it'll make it much easier, and your success rate finishing the triangle is gonna skyrocket. All right, so first let's talk about what we actually need. How does it work? Like, how do we put on the submission from here? So first thing is my hamstring is gonna be covering the artery on this side, all right? And that's a lot of our focus, is making sure that we have this covered nice and tight. And then the second thing is, it's not actually our hamstring on this side, it's going to be our kind of leg pushing his shoulder into his neck. And that's what covers the other hamstring, the other artery on his neck, okay? If I if I get a nice underhook, okay, and I have like a nice bite here and I just pull his head, I can get a tap, okay, just like that. Just because this part is nice and tight already, all right? So, okay, we've landed in the leg up position. What do we do now? What's our priority, okay? Me personally, I actually don't like to get the hand across, even though a lot of people show it. And in general, as a beginner, it is easier to finish with the hand across, but a lot of the time it gives them access to this knee where they get both hands on the knee and they pull it down, and that's sometimes a very annoying escape. So I like to keep the hands separate, and I like to basically have it in my armpit, okay? And now from this position, what I want to do is I want to grab the head. I always want to make sure that he cannot posture. If someone's strong and I don't have his head, he might be able to just stand up and break my legs. So from here, okay, I grab the head. All right, my next objective is to underhook his leg, all right? When I underhook the leg, I'm able to cut an angle, all right? And I can really get a lot of my hamstring on his neck when I cut the angle. And if you don't have long legs, it eliminates the shoulder from the equation, and I can lock right over the shoulder, okay? Without the angle, it's quite hard to lock your figure four over the shoulder. As you guys can see, the shoulder's completely in right now. So it's also common that somebody knows about the underhook in the leg and they pull their leg back, okay? I go for it and they're not letting me get it. In those situations, we have a hierarchy. If we cannot reach that leg, we're gonna go for an underhook on the arm, and we're gonna use that to pull ourselves around, okay? Sometimes they know that and they block the elbow, okay, and I can't get underneath. If that ever happens, our third and final option is we're gonna use the back of our hand, okay, and we're gonna reach around to the hip, okay, and we use that to kind of slowly cut an angle, all right? So obviously this leg is the best, and if at any time you're going for the arm, you're going for the far leg, and this presents itself, always swap to this one, all right? So once we do get an underhook, we grab the head, and we're gonna do like a slight candle motion, where basically we lift our hips off the ground and bring our knee down, all right? When we bring our knee below his ear, it ensures that my hamstring is completely in his neck, all right? And like I said, I can just squeeze right there and get a tap. So once I get my knee below his ear, I know my hamstring is completely in his neck and it's gonna be very tight, okay? So I bring my ear to his knee to cut the maximum angle so his shoulder is totally out. Even if you have short legs, it'll be super easy to lock it right now, okay? I keep, I keep my toes up, okay? Hold the head, and I'm just gonna squeeze right now. And one more thing, from this angled position, it's a lot easier to use the power of my hamstring and glute to like push and squeeze down that way. If I'm in front of somebody like this, I'm using my weak adductors to squeeze, okay? And that's really not gonna work. So to recap, okay, you can bring the arm across, okay? I like to keep it here. I'm gonna grab the head for control. I'm gonna get my underhook, all right? And I'm gonna do my candle motion while cutting my angle. And I'm holding his head, so the slight opening of my leg is not gonna allow him to posture up. And I'm not like doing this, I'm still staying quite tight, all right? So I cut my angle and I bring my knee below his ear. And now from here, I lock a figure four, toes up, and I squeeze and push. All right, guys. So I hope that helped you guys understand the triangle. these are all the details you need to really have a tight triangle to get the finish on anybody. The main things to focus on is posture control of the head. If you're in the gi, you can grab the collar, that works just as well. So posture control and then angle. And the best way to get the angle is an underhook on the leg. And if we do all of those things and we're thinking about the hamstring on the neck and the shoulder in the other side, we're gonna get your success of triangles is gonna absolutely skyrocket. When I learned all these details, it definitely did the same for me. All right, so if you guys enjoyed that video, please subscribe and follow for more. Thank you.